all our Vedic scriptures, what they have been teaching us. I am always amazed that our education system, which was so vibrant throughout the world, has come to this stage now. You all must be always looking at the system which we had earlier. Our system has always imparted good principles in ourselves. They have always told us what is to be done and what is not to be done. There is a word in Sanskrit called Vidhi Nishedha. What to do and what not to do. Do's and don'ts, in today's language we call them. What is Vidhi and what is Nishedha? What should we do? While you took the oath, there was one word mentioned, a phrase of one shloka, a section of a shloka. I was just amazed to see that you have taken that oath now. You have pledged, you have made a sankalpa. What is that sankalpa? That you will be obeying satyam vada dharmam chara. If you just recall what oath you have taken just now, you will find that there is one phrase called satyam vada dharmam chara. I was just listening to it and I am reminded of one incident in Mahabharata. What relevance it has got in Mahabharata, I will just tell you. I am not an educationist and I am not an elite person, not a person who knows philosophy. But what people like you tell me, that I just remember sometime. There is an incident in Mahabharata when Kaurava and Pandavas, they are very small children studying together, and Acharya Drona was giving them all shiksha, all vidyabhyas. And one day, Acharya Drona gave them one sentence. This is to be learned. You must learn this and come next day. And what was that? It was Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara. And it was generally only 4 words were there. Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara. And if suppose teacher comes to our class and tells us, you have to just, for today's lesson is only these 4 words, now you can go. All of us will be very happy. Yes, we have completed today's lesson. The Acharya Drona told them, Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara. And all of us were studying together. They said, yes, we understood what it is. And then all of them went away. Next day again when they met, Acharya asked them, did you learn yesterday's lesson? Yes, all of them said. They asked, the Acharya asked, Dronacharya asked Duryodhana, he asked Dushasan, he asked Bhima, Arjun, and all them. They said, yes, we learned it. What is that? Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara. And there was one student amongst them who could not raise his hand. Acharya noticed it. And Acharya asked him, what is the matter, my dear boy? He said, sir, I could not understand the lesson. I will come tomorrow again after understanding it. And next day again the matter was same. Everybody said, we have learnt it by heart, and everybody was laughing at that particular one student. Again Acharya asked him, what is the matter? He said, Acharya, I could not understand it. I will come again next day. Same thing was repeated for 4-5 days. And the student could not understand the meaning, could not understand, and he could not tell. Everybody was laughing at him. कि क्या हो गया है? What is the matter? These 4 words cannot be understood. Then on the 5th day, the student, he stood up and said, Acharya, I have prepared, I am ready to answer your question. Then the Acharya asked him, what is that? Satyam vada dharmam chara. Then Acharya and everybody was amazed. Why it took 4 or 5 days, whether we can understand when that within a minute, what is Satyam vada dharmam chara, we could make it by heart and tell everybody. And this student, who was supposed to be the most brilliant among that lot, he could not answer. Everybody was questioning. Acharya also was amazed. Acharya asked him, what was the matter, my dear friend, my dear boy? What was the problem? He stood up and said, Acharya, I could understand the letter, Satyam vada dharmam chara. I could have told you at very same time, but I could not understand the meaning of that, and I could not understand the spirit behind that. What was that? Acharya asked him. He said, Satyam vada. I was just on the very same night I tried to understand whether my actions were dharmam chara. Dharma means not the religion what we talk today. Dharma means do's and don'ts. What are the good things and what are the bad things? Whether my behavior throughout the day was according to dharmam chara, according to satyam vada. I said no. Next day I tried. That day also I failed. The next day again I tried. That day also I failed. I made some mistakes also. Now on 5th day I can tell. Yesterday I was working and I behaved according to these principles. Satyam vada dharmam chara. I can tell you very proudly, my Acharya, that I have understood the lesson. And that particular student was Yudhishthira, Dharmaraj. He was very much particular. I have understood the letter. I but could not understand the bhava, spirit behind that. My dear friends, my dear students here, we must understand the spirit behind our teachings. We must not understand only the letters. I was just asking when the students were coming here, what are you doing? Somebody says, I have done this master's degree, I have done this and that. I did not ask the question whether you have really understood that you have to do here all the time. I know what has been written in my textbooks. I understood the text, but I could not, if I could not understand the spirit behind those words, what is the use of learning? What is the use of all the degrees? Degrees are not just meant as a piece of paper. Degrees are not that. Degrees are to be understood wholly. Degrees are to be understood what it means in true sense. That is what we want to learn, my dear friends, my dear young students. We have understood letters. Let us try to understand the bhava, spirit behind those letters. Dharmam chara, we have understood satya, but we also must understood the spirit behind that. And that is exactly what we want.